Hello students, this is Virendra, mathematics faculty from Vanpar Academy. Today what we are going to see is we are going to start some problems of the March 2021 attempt of JEE. So let us take a look into it and let's see how we can solve this problem as soon as possible. Within a minute, how can we solve these problems? Today we are going to look into that. So let us start with the first problem. As you can read, the first problem is there are two teams A and B. What is given to us? It is given to us that there are two teams A and team B. In team A, it is given that we have 7 boys and how many girls? N girls. What is the value of N? We don't know. That is what we need to find out. This question is all about the finding the N. If you read the next few lines, you will understand in this question what they are asking us. They are asking us to find out the value of N. For that, they have given some more information. We have one more team, team B. In team B, we have how many boys? We have 4 boys. And how many girls we have? 6 girls. Okay. If you read the next line of the question, it says matches occur between one male of the team A and one male of the team B. Means one boy of the team A and one boy of the team B. And similarly, matches occur between one girl of the team A and one girl of the team B. So this is how the matches are taking place. 1-to-1 matches. One boy of the team A, one boy of the team B. One girl from the team A, one girl from the team B. This is the type matches will take place. And how many total matches will take place? Total, it is given that total 52 matches will take place. It is also given in the question itself. We don't have to find it. How many matches will take place between these boys and girls? Total 52 matches will take place. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out the value of N. Let's find it. My dear student, you want to select out of 7 boys, you want to select only one boy because matches are 1-to-1. One boy of the A team, one boy of the B team. So out of 7 boys, I will select one boy into. Why into? Why multiplication? Multiplication means end. End means I want to select one boy from here and I want to select another boy from the team B. So that is why I have multiplied. And out of 4 boys, I want to select only one boy, 4C1. Because matches are 1-to-1. They are playing matches with each other. So 7 into 4, NC1. We already know this thing. NC1 is equals to always equals to N. So 7C1 will be equals to 7 and 4C1 equals to 4. 7 into 4, 28. I hope you understood so far. Now let's go for the next. Let's have a match between the girls. How many girls are there in the team A? Total N girls, out of which I want to select only one girl because matches are 1-to-1. Please don't forget this thing. 6 girls, 6C1. Keep this thing in mind. So total NC1 and 6C1, 6. So total 6. So how many matches are taking place between boys and girls? You can clearly see, my dear student, total matches will be taking place will be 28 plus 6 and it is already given that total matches are 52. So let's write it equals to 52. Can you find out the value of N here from here? Of course, you can find it very easy. 52 minus 28, 24 and N is equals to 24 by 6 which is 4. So answer is 4. Option is given as 4. So just go ahead with this option and let me tell you one more thing. This question should not take more than a minute and it will not take more than a minute if you do it this way. All you have to do is you have to multiply 7 into 4, 6 into N and you have to equate it with the 52. So it is the easiest calculation possible and this question was very simple and very less time consuming. In this kind of questions you can save a lot of time. So that time you can give to some tough questions. The second question we are going to do today is this. The question is this. As you can see on your screen the question is this. 3 equations are given to us which is kx plus y plus z is equals to 1. X plus ky plus z is equals to k. And I guess x plus y plus k times z is equals to k square. These are the 3 equations given to us. And one more line is given that these 3 equations have no solutions. No solution. There is no solution for these 3 equations. You need to find out the missing value of k. The k is a constant which is present everywhere. In every equation k is present. We need to find out the value of k and that is our question. So my dear student, what you need to think about this is when no solutions, if there are 3 equations are given, a set of 3 equations is given and if there is no solution, so there is a condition. What is that condition? What condition you need to apply for no solution case? So condition is this, delta will become 0 for no solutions and infinite solution. For no solution and infinite solution. We know it very well. We have already discussed these things in the classroom. In our classroom, we have already discussed all of these things that no solutions and infinite solutions, we have a condition that delta should equals to 0. Determinant should equals to 0. So let's make a determinant of it and let's put it equals to 0 and get the answer. That's as simple as that. So if you write the determinant 1, I am just writing the coefficients. So k11, and the next one will be 1k1, 1k1. What I am doing here, I am writing the coefficients of x, y and z. That is what I am doing, and that is what you have to do. 1, 1 and then k. This determinant should be equals to 0. But it will not be 0 for no solutions only, it will be 0 for no solutions and infinite solutions. So we might get multiple values of k, we need to verify at what values of k we are getting no solutions and at what values of k we are getting infinite solutions. We need to select, we need to answer that particular value of k at which we are having no solution, because question is about no solution. It is not about infinite solution, the question is about no solutions. So let us continue our discussion. Obviously it is very easy to solve this determinant. If we solve it for the k, I am starting from the here. If you solve it for the k, what you are gonna get? You get k square minus 1. And then I will solve it for 1 minus 1. For the second term, always minus sign will come. Please take care of that. If you solve for the second, what will come? K minus 1. And now I am going to solve for the 1. So if you solve it for the 1, plus sign will come. 1 times 1. If you solve, 1 minus k will come. So this is the equation we are getting from here. We will solve with this equation, we will get the values of k, and that one value of k, we might get multiple values of k, and out of which one value will be the answer. As simple as that. So calculation is should be very easy to do. K into k square minus 1 minus k minus minus plus 1. Then we have 1 plus 1 minus k equals to 0. Anything getting cancelled? Nothing is getting cancelled so far. Okay, not a problem. K into k square minus 1. So I will write it as k minus 1 into k plus 1. A square plus b square formula I have applied. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b, a minus b. That is what I have done. And I have 2 minus plus 2, 1 plus 1, 2, k minus 2k equals to 0. Can we take anything common out of here? Of course we can take anything common. Let's do that. What we can take common? We can take, let's write one more step and then we'll take something common if it is possible, k plus 1. Okay, I hope all of you are able to follow so far. Everything is easy so far. Let's take minus 2 common out of here. If you take minus 2 common out of here, what will happen? It will become k minus 1 equals to 0. Now I think we can take k minus 1 as common. We can take k minus 1 common. Let's do that. K minus 1 common. One more thing. Since we don't have this much time to solve this many steps in the JEE exam. In JEE exam, we don't have this much time. We have to solve problems within a minute. But here we are taking more than a minute. So why so? See, dear students, it is I have to write a step by step just to make you understand. In the examination, you don't have to write this many steps. A little bit of short calculations you will do. K minus k minus k minus 2k. For that also I have written one extra step. But you don't have to do this. From this step directly you will write this step. So you will skip the steps. Okay. And you will skip the steps as per your speed and as per your capabilities. If your capabilities, if you are capable, if you have practiced enough, in our classroom we are already practicing enough questions. So if you have practiced enough in the classroom, you will be able to skip at least 2 or 3 steps here easily. If you have not practiced, then you will have to write one by one each and every step. I am writing every step because I want everyone to understand this question. The solution of this I want everybody to understand. But if you have practiced enough, you don't have to write this many steps and it will save you a lot of time. How much practice you have done? And in the classroom itself, on this particular condition, we have solved so many questions. So let's discuss. K minus have been taken common. If you take k minus 1 as common, you will have k into k, k square plus k minus 2, which is a quadratic equation. Can you factorize this quadratic equation? Of course we can. How we can? K minus 1 as it is k square. Now the factorization of this, directly you can write the factors, but I'm not doing that because I want everybody to understand how to factorize this one. Okay, can you write it as 2k minus k? K can be written as 2k minus k. Yes, we can do that. K can be written as 2k minus k minus 2. Why? Because we want to factorize it. Let's do that. K minus 1, k square plus 2k minus k minus 2. So I will take k common. I will have what? K plus 2. Again I will take minus 1 common. I will have k plus 2 again equals to 0. So see what is coming out of common. Now k plus 2 is coming out common and one more bracket will be left, which is k minus 1. So k plus 2 common and one more bracket will come, k minus 1, and 1 k minus 1 is already present outside. So k minus 1, it will become k minus 1 whole square equals to 0. From here you are getting 2 values of k. From here you are getting 2 values of k. Let me write it. Okay, let me write it here. Hopefully it is visible to you. So k will have two values. One value of k is minus 2, another value of k is plus 1. Because when you will equate it equals to 0, obviously k minus 1 equals to 0 and k is equals to plus 1. These are the two values of k we are getting. Now, as I told you, any outcome in the option only one value will be present, or even both values are present, you need to select only that particular value for which this set of equations has no solutions. Okay, it is possible that in the options of JEE exam, this both options are available. 1 is also available, minus 2 is also available. Which one you select? You need to see which one satisfies. If what value of k if I take here, what value of k if I put here, I will get no solution. That you need to verify. So let's take k is equals to 1. If I take k is equals to 1, k x plus y plus z plus is equals to 1. All the equations, all of these equations will become like this. X plus y plus z is equals to 1. Please see. Second equation will also become this. Third equation will also become this. So all equations will become same. If all equations are same, it means they are overlapping lines. They are the same line. Same line means overlapping line. Overlapping line means infinite solution. Okay. If you take k is equals to 1, you will get infinite solutions. What you will get? Let me write it here. So it will be easy for you to understand. Infinite solution. If you take k is equals to 1, you will get infinite solution because all the equations become same. All the equations become same means they are, all the lines are overlapping, and if all the lines are overlapping means they will have infinite solution. It means what is our answer? For k is equals to minus 2, no solution will come. So k is equals to minus 2 is my answer. What is my answer? K is equals to minus 2 is my answer. Why? Because delta is 0 for only two cases. Delta determinant is 0 for only two cases. One case is no solution, another case is infinite solution. So for this value of k, we are getting infinite solution. So obviously for this value, if you put this value here, you will find no solutions. Let's discuss the next question of the March 2021 series. The next question is this. The question says y is equals to, in the question f of x is given, which is always equals to y. So obviously we can write it equals to y. Y is equals to x to the power log base 10 5. It is a given question. What they are asking? In the question, they are asking us to find out its inverse. Okay, its inverse. How to find inverse? As I already discussed in the classroom, as we have already discussed, to find out the inverse, all we need to do is we need to interchange x and y. At the place of y, I will write x. At the place of x, I will write y. That is the only thing you need to do. Isn't it very easy? And this problem came into JEE exam. You can see the level of the problem. It was very easy problem, and you can solve this problem. It should not take more than 40 seconds to solve. Okay. So let's see. I just have to change x and y. I did interchange x and y. Now what happens? Obviously, if I want to get the value of y, so power x, this log will come this side. So x to the power, if whatever powers come the other side, it will become reciprocal. So 1 by log 5 base 10 is equals to y. Okay. I hope you know the property of log. The property of log says if you have 1 by log b base a, it can also be written as log a base b. It means if you reciprocal it, the base and value will interchange. If you reciprocal it, the base and value will interchange. So similarly, if I reciprocal this log, what will come? Y equals to x to the power. This base and value will interchange. So I will get log base. Now base will become 5 and value will become 10. This is my answer. And it was available in the options. So see, this is the very easy question given in the March 2021 exam. And this kind of question, you can save a lot of time in this kind of questions, and you can save this time in this question, and you can utilize this time in the another question which are a little tough or which are little time consuming. So in the JEE paper, overall, if you look into the JEE paper, you will find some question like this where you can save some time, and you will also see some questions in the JEE paper where you will have to spend a little more than expected time. Okay, if the expected time is 1 or 1.5 minutes, you will have to spend little more than that, so that you save the time here and you can utilize that time in the another questions. This is how we have to make a plan and make a proper strategy for the paper. Thank you for watching these videos, and if you are preparing for JEE, please continue watching these videos. It will help you a lot. And if you are having any doubt or any queries, you are always welcome to my classroom at Venper. I'm looking forward to see you here very soon. See you in the next session. Bye bye.